Hey guys, it is currently 5:03 p.m. on June 8th, and I just wanted to talk about edit 8 of Letters from Madman before I completely spaced talking about it. I did begin it this morning. It's just a Grammarly edit. It's the same as the last time I did one of these. I just copy the chapters into Grammarly, I look at the errors that Grammarly has pointed out, and I choose whether to accept or deny them. There have been 2 occasions where it has picked out a mistake so far, because I started editing this morning, where the sentence was already weird and its suggestion wouldn't help, so I reworded the sentence to just fix around it. So that's helpful because they're mistakes that I wasn't picking out beforehand. So far, I have made 11 changes in the first 12 chapters, primarily split between 3 or 4 chapters, I think. There have been some chapters that haven't been changed much at all, because Grammarly just really hates it when you use words like really, actually, stuff like that, but they're mostly in people's dialogue, so those are staying there. But so far, things are going well. I was initially supposed to start this edit yesterday, but I hadn't planned for the fact that yesterday was Sunday, and I don't use the desktop on the weekends most of the time, unless it's for publishing stuff. And I can do it on my tablet, but Chrome is super difficult to load most of the time on my tablet, so I just chose to wait. So the goal is to finish it tomorrow. I could do it today, but I want to get back to writing sooner than, another hour or so, and that's mostly just spending the time copying the chapters over. So I'm going to edit another 12 chapters today, here in the next hour or so, give or take, and then leave the last 10-11 chapters for tomorrow, and then that will finish it out, and then tomorrow I will also start on the formatting of the paperback book to read on my iPad for proofreading. The reason I format it for paperback instead of ebook for this is because the paperback formatting is the one that I'm most concerned with. The ebook is relatively straightforward. There's not as many technical consistency things that I have to worry about. Like, I'll probably change the way the text messages look in the paperback. I'll most likely change the chapter headings in the paperback, but in the ebook, all of those are just text, so it's much easier. So I always format for paperback, export it as a PDF, and then proofread it on my iPad or my phone. Mostly my iPad, though, because it has a bigger screen. But for this edit, the edit 8 Grammarly edit, this is the last step before that formatting and before the proofreading, and if things go well, that's the final edit, and then we go on from there. So far, I'm still on track for an August release, which is blowing my mind. I can't believe that I managed to actually push up on those edits and get to where I needed to be, because generally, I don't have any wiggle room at all. I still have July free at this point, which means that I have, if things continue this way, I have July to be entirely dedicated to writing, and that's great. That's a new thing for me. I normally don't have a month when I'm preparing for a release, a month entirely free. So the fact that I managed to catch up is great. But that is all that I have for this very moment. I'm going to edit chapters 13 through 24, I think, give or take, and go from there. And then tomorrow I'll finish it out and see you with another update before I go to bed. Hopefully. Hey guys, it is currently 8:42 in the morning on June 9th, and I just finished edit 8 of Letters from Madman, which was the Grammarly edit. I subtracted 7 words from this edit in between changing sentences and adding a couple hyphens, because on Google Docs, hyphens, em-dashes, all that stuff obviously puts it at 1 word instead of 2. I made 26 changes, and I am at 48,189 words. I'm just going to block this off on my sticky note there. Next step for me here is formatting the paperback version of this book. I do that on Microsoft Word. I have like the 2007 version, I think. That's what it looks like, that I use for that. So it's not, the new version. So when I show that to you, it might look different than your version, but it will give you a basic rundown of how I do it and what I do for my paperback formatting. But that's the next step. I'm going to do that later on in the afternoon/evening. I tend to wake up around 4:30, and then after dealing with the dogs, it'll be closer to 5 or so before I get to work. And then I'll walk you through the process then. But otherwise, edit 8 is complete. We have one more edit to go, which is proofreading, and otherwise it's just formatting, cover design, back of the book description, and some blog posts and Goodreads and Amazon stuff. But we are closing in on the end, so that is great. But that is all that I have for this particular edit, as well as this particular video. If you enjoyed this video, a like is always appreciated, and if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, the gaming videos I upload roughly every Friday, this series, or anything in the doing channel in between, feel free to subscribe. All the links to my authors pages, as well as links to my social media, in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.